Welcome to another episode of Tech Talk today. I'm thrilled to have you here, especially if you're diving into the fascinating world of blockchain technology. Today, we're focusing on a specific project called the Ink node and how it can help you set up a full or archive node for the Ink chain. Now, if those terms sound a bit jargon heavy, don't worry, we'll break it all down together. So, let's kick things off by understanding why anyone would want to set up a blockchain node in the first place. Picture a library stuffed with every book ever written, each representing a block in the blockchain. A full node is like having a vast selection of the latest bestsellers, but not having every single classic novel in the back. An archive node, on the other hand, is that ultimate library that preserves every single title ever published, including obscure ones that hardly anyone reads anymore. And why Ink, you ask? Well, the Ink chain is an innovative platform that operates on the Optimism network layer, letting you tap into blazing fast transaction speeds. You might be wondering, is setting this all up super complicated? Let's tackle that. To fire up your Ink node, you first need to have Docker and Docker Compose installed on your machine. Trust me, it sounds intricate, but it's like preparing a special pot for stew. You just need to gather the right ingredients. Quick tip, if you're using Ubuntu, don't forget to update your packages and install a few prerequisites first. It's like prepping your kitchen. Once you've got your Docker situation sorted and cloned the repository from GitHub, you're halfway there. You'll find an .env.example file in the root directory that you'll need to copy and rename to .env. This file is your personal script. Here, you can customize the network name to decide whether you want to operate on the Ink mainnet or the Ink Sepolia testnet. Let's break that down further. The testnet is basically a practice arena. You can test your moves without any real stakes, while the mainnet is where the big players hang out, with all the real transactions happening. Next up, you'll specify whether you want a full or archive node. Again, back to our library analogy. One contains the latest books, the other, the entire history of every author's work. And if you're wondering about the RPC, think of that as the delivery system that fetches the books to your library. Once you make your choices, starting the node is a breeze. Just one command and poof, you're in business. The Docker Compose up d-build command will get it all rolling behind the scenes. And if you want to keep an eye on the action, there's a handy dashboard available on Grafana. It's like having a monitor in your library, ensuring that everything runs smoothly. Now, if you bump into snags like that pesky walking back L1 block message, don't panic. These issues usually solve themselves after a bit, and if they persist, restarting your Docker can work wonders. Who knew tech troubleshooting could be so much like nurturing a garden? Before we wrap up, remember that blockchain isn't just a trend. It's shaping the future of how we handle transactions, data, and ownership. Setting up your Ink node is your entry point into this exciting realm. So what's the takeaway for today? Don't shy away from diving into the tech side of things. With a bit of patience and perhaps a few cups of coffee, you can become a part of this revolutionary network. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're intrigued by the possibilities blockchain holds or have questions about setting up your own node, feel free to reach out. Until next time, keep exploring the world of tech. There's always something new just around the corner.